West Texas town of El Paso. It's the Bowling Green Falcons and the UTEP Miners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Falcons will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the UTEP Miners offense will go to work first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Taking a shot on the first play. Makes the catch on the left. Sprinting away. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Bowling Green's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. So, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The Falcons have pushed it inside the 20. Off the RPO, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Falcons line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Back to pass on second down. Looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the Miners want to pick up the tempo.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Miners are marching down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Miners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown. Green. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? The offense changing the play. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Zings it complete to the right. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Miners getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Rushes on him. He rifles one deep to the left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Inside the 45. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Miners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it on the counter. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Henry. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Now on the counter. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly out to the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Give to the running back. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Falcons send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football.
Makes a grab and room to run. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Might be changing the route. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
He's got it on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hauls it in down the sideline. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, BG.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Timeout taken by the offense as their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Powers forward. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield very late in the half. It's complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Timeout called by the offense, and maybe an opportunity to run a couple of plays to put up points before the break. Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's start with Sacramento State taking on the number 13 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting.
It's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Touchdown, Miners. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception, and you're right. Doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Weaver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Got rid of it just in time.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The give to the lone running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Looking for room at the 30. And he makes it past the 1st down marker, hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. And the Falcons have this offense rolling. Caught in the backfield, it's Weaver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the counter. Got enough for the first. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Gets it to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Miners will send out the punt unit. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete to the right. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Baldwin. Can't get him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the Falcons, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ridley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Quick completion on the out route. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Falcons trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to get rid of it. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. And so after the miscue, they'll back up and try it again on 1st and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. That one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds a man on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want...
Under pressure and down. Was at the 33.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's got
it down the left side, and he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Jones. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Miners will hustle to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Jones. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll run play action. Moving out to the right. Hit as he throws. Makes a connection.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watch the opponent go down the field and score.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to fire on second down. Into the end zone. Couldn't make the play in the end zone, but the offense is going to come out of this with a penalty on the D. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's first and goal on the 1. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, UTEP. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Oh, they're after him. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Ridley. Got a little grass. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Trying to run, it's Baldwin. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pulls it on the option. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Bowling Green. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the reels, takes it in for the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, down on the UTEP sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is the...
He's got it on the left. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UTEP. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown in the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. on the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baldwin. Picks up the first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. This time he wants to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Running inside, it's Baldwin.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their play.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, BG. Taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
The run inside. It's Jones.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baldwin. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Just feet. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Here's a little room there. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man, it's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on a lot of times when your team's better to do the same thing, to return the favor. And make him forget that.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them from scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losers,